So I never intended to start reading dark academia. I guess it just kind of fell upon me, you know, in the way that sometimes you just stumble into a book and then suddenly are immersed into a whole world. Well, that's what happens with me and dark academia books. And now I am most definitely obsessed. So if you're watching this, you probably already know that dark academia books are the books about people in college. Their pages are twinged with darkness, usually some kind of death or murder, and high stakes. Like usually they're involved in the liberal arts, and there's kind of some kind of competitive vibe between the college students that leads to a little bit of the dark and spooky. So I wanted to share with you a few of the dark academia books that I have recently read and give you a plan of where I want to go from here, because just 3 dark academia books are not enough, and unfortunately I don't think enough have been written. So hopefully that's an issue that will be resolved sometime soon. Now, if you are looking into reading dark academia, the first book that you should read, without a doubt, is going to be the best one as well, and that is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. This story takes place in a private elite college, and everything is basically normal except for the Greek department that focuses on classics and the ancient language of Greek, and just, you know, not your typical sciences and social studies. And in this department, there are only a select few students, about 6, who all have their own different eccentricities. And when our main character finds his way into this inner circle, he's instantly thrown into a world that is very different from what he has known. But he loves it. And all seems to be going well until one evening of revelry goes bad. And it changes the course of everything. And this book is riddled with the most beautiful language. Donna Tartt creates a story that is as rich as velvet, in my opinion, and that contributes to this kind of elevated elegance that I think you might feel in a dark academia book. It carries it well. And even to the end of the story, I was engaged. The level of darkness was very raw and kind of feral and wild, and I found that to be pretty interesting. So overall, I think The Secret History was most definitely the best that I've read so far, and a great place to start with dark academia. The second book I read that was dark academia was like an accident again. I picked it up in January at the beginning of the month, and that was Katherine House. So this book is meeting all of the criteria of a dark academia book, right? It takes place in a college. There's some kind of mysterious events going on at the college, and there's a little bit of a rivalry. There is a program that focuses on plasm. It is supposedly something that can like cure cancers and make the world better. And so a lot of people want to be in this plasm program that really only exists at the school called Katherine House. Our main character is intrigued by plasm, but she doesn't want to be in the program. However, odd things happen because of this plasm. There are students who are still at Katherine House long past their prime. There are students whose disappearances can't quite be explained away. They're not believable. And on top of all of that, our main character starts to find herself changing the longer she stays at Katherine House. It really is a story about kind of testing the boundaries of humankind, like think Frankenstein-ish vibes. But overall, for me, the story fell a little bit flat. I didn't like the ending, which I can say, I think without spoilers, was ambiguous, and I definitely didn't find the writing as lush and beautiful as The Secret History, but I still enjoyed it. I think it was probably my least favorite of the dark academia books that I've read, which leads you to the one I most recently finished, actually this morning, and that was If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. This book is like a love letter to Shakespeare. It takes place at a college that is known for having like the greatest arts programs. So like choral programs and art programs and theater programs, and enter our main character who is in a theater program. And it's his 4th year in the theater department. They're putting on one of the Shakespeare productions, and then their buddy, he's the guy who gets all the lead roles in the shows, he starts to act funny and strange. He's doing things that are kind of out of his character, and the rest of the group doesn't like it. Then there's a night of a party and something happens with this character, and the rest of the book is kind of about dealing with what happens, but it's also going back and explaining more of the backstory behind this kind of like villainous character. This book is really hard to talk about without giving spoilers, but basically while you're dealing with the drama of this villainous character, you also are getting to experience what it's like to be in a theater department in a college. My theater heart just leapt with joy at it, and also kind of seeing this strange bonds and relationships that occur among people who work so closely together, like people in a theater program. And I think this, once again, was characteristically so dark academia because of the mystery, the darkness of our villainous character, and the college atmosphere rich with the Shakespearean language. So now that I am unfortunately desperately in love with dark academia books, I feel as if I don't have any more places to go to read. In fact, I've developed a reading plan, but it only consists of 2 books. The first one being Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I think this has something to do with this character at a college, and there's like a thread of darkness and evil, and it has very mixed reviews. I've never read a single thing by Leigh Bardugo. However, people say it's dark academia. So I think I will like this one more than the second choice I have, which is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. Once again, it takes place like with these college-age characters who are then separated for a long time. I'm not really even sure how much of the novel takes place in college, but it's been listed as a dark academia book, and I'm hoping to see for myself if that's true. So if you have read any dark academia books, please let me know, especially like which ones you think are the best, because right now I'm kind of, I want to like keep reading them, but I don't know where they are. If you like this video, you can hit the like button. In the comments below, let me know your thoughts on dark academia. Have you ever read a dark academia book? I'd love to get some future suggestions from you. And also let me know what types of videos you would like to see more of on this channel, like vlogs or book reviews, things that you really enjoy. And otherwise, I will speak to you very, very soon. Bye.